Okay, so I've got a roulette battle here versus Hlaalu or Hlaalu, I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, from Team Equinox. So I got a Gengar lead and he got a Magnezone lead. We both switch out here. I go into Magnezone and he goes into Jirachi. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to U-turn, which it does. So I just go for the hidden power. I don't remember what hidden power it is. He switches into his Tauros and hidden power does absolutely squat. Now, I'm fearing the earthquake, so I switch out to Gengar, but he predicts that nicely and goes for a Zen headbutt, one hit KOing Gengar. And I thought this was my sashed Gengar, which really kind of sucks that it wasn't. So then I go into Bruce Willis because it's Scarfed and I'm pretty sure he can outspeed. He goes into Claydol to take the close combat, which it takes very, very well. And then I obviously withdraw into Zeta Alpha, which is MBZ's Tyranitar. If you don't know what its set is, well then, too bad. But he tricks me a Scarf, and so I'm pretty much screwed because this set is not traditional. So I just go for Pursuit because it's my best option. And it's going to be like a 3-hit KO after leftovers, which sucks. But I should be able to live his earth powers. So I just keep up with the Pursuit. And eventually it goes down after a 2-hit KO. I was really surprised by that because I didn't think it did that much the first time around. So now I know he's either going to go for a U-turn or some Jirachi thing that he always goes for. So I just leave him in so that I can get switch priority off of the U-turn. And he goes into Tauros, and so I go into Glaceon, and I protect to see what he's going to do. He ends up going with Stone Edge, and I'm pretty sure that I can live one because this is a 252 HP special attack Glaceon. And it takes the Stone Edge fairly well, seeing as Tauros is a beast, and it KOs with Ice Beam. So next, I'm not sure what he goes into next. Oh, that's right, Tyranitar. And I live with 2 HP. He Dragon Dances while I go for HP Bug. Yes, HP Bug, because I'm just that epic. And it still does like squat to him. Life Orb takes me out, although Sandstorm would have. I go into Bruce Willis because he's Scarfed. And I thought that was a misclick. But it turns out he thought that this was his Chople Tyranitar, so he would have been able to live that had it had the Chople Berry. So I take down the Tyranitar with Bruce Willis, and that's really good. So now he goes out to Jirachi, and so I go back into Magnezone to, try and take the U-turn. But he ends up just going for Zen Headbutt. So now, I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt after his Zen Headbutt. And, no, I didn't go for Thunderbolt. What did I go for? It doesn't really matter. I missed. You know what I did. He just keeps Zen headbutting me. So finally I go for the Thunderbolt. And seeing how much this does, I wish I had done it the turn before because I would have been able to keep Magnezone. But this Zen Headbutt actually doesn't KO me. I live with 13 HP and I KO with Thunderbolt. I was like, what the heck just happened? So I'm really glad that Jirachi is now out of the way. And so now he's down to his last 2. He goes into Magnezone and I know I'm screwed. He goes with Thunderbolt. That's, of course, going to KO Magnezone at 29 HP. I couldn't switch. So I go into Bruce Willis and I just EQ for the KO. And it's 2-2 right now, which now it's 2-1. And I'm feeling pretty good, except I haven't seen his last guy. And he sends out his last guy, and it's a Alakazam. I'm like, oh crap. So obviously Bruce Willis is dead, and there's no use switching out to my last guy, which he hasn't seen yet. And My last guy's actually kind of like a special wall, so I'm hoping he can live, but uh, he takes this psychic and it's going down, and I'm like, is Munchlax really that terrible? He lives with 25. It was a critical hit. I go for the body slam, seeing how much this does. If that hadn't been a crit, I I could have won this, and that kind of just pissed me off right there. But that was a good game, Hlaalu. Uh, Go check out Team Equinox. Link in the sidebar later.